Your voice, your opinion, your community. Fact TV, free speech, protected.
Local news, politics, business, sports, arts, music. Mike and Marty on the beat. Mike and Marty. Mike and Marty.
Good morning, Bellows Falls and Keene, and welcome to the feed. It's Mike, and Marty is out sick today, so we're going to be maybe having a little bit of we'll have the same length, but we won't have the same quality of content. Sorry. But today we're here with Sam Howard and Ebby Hopkins. We're going to be talking about production that they're doing for Main Street Arts this coming weekend, and it's Murder by the Book.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And I guess we should just jump right into it. Let's talk about it, and then we have a little clip we're going to show, and we'll go from there. But Murder by the Book, how did that come about?
So it's sort of an interesting story. If you're familiar with the author Louise Penny, she has a very famous detective, Inspector Gamache. And for her library, where she lives in Canada, she had Laura Teasdale write this play that they did as a fundraiser. And other libraries wanted to do it. But the thing about the play she did was that it very specifically identified locations, people within that community, so it was hard to replicate. So what Louise Penny did was commission Laura Teasdale to write a version of the play that any library could reproduce as a benefit for the library, royalty-free, which is fantastic.
Boy, that is amazing, yes.
So
Very
we partnered
generous.
with Main Street Arts, and so it's a benefit mostly for the library, but also for Main Street Arts, because they've been letting us use this space rent-free. They've been helping us with all of our tech. They've been incredibly supportive. I'm the director for the show and in the show, and this is my first show that I've directed without like a theater company behind me. So that's been interesting. So having their support has really been instrumental. But it was announced that any library could do this play, and we read the play at the library and thought, this is going to be fun. And so we decided to just give it a shot and stage it.
And Ebby, how did you get involved?
I mean, I guess I just heard about the play. I mean, I already knew Sam, and I auditioned. Fairly straightforward.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
And you play a part in the play that is key to the play. How would you describe the part you play?
Yeah, I'm the detective that's kind of trying to solve this murder mystery. And I mean, in terms of, like in comedy terms, I would say a lot of times I'm kind of playing the straight man to the other characters.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it.
Kind of reacting to just the insanity that is building around me.
And this is a play within a play. So
Yeah.
the story is that this fictional library, because our library is very well supported in Rockingham, but this fictional library, their budget's been slashed, and so they have to do this fundraiser. So it's a play within a play. The play within the play is the fundraiser they're doing, and it's terrible. Just be aware. It's an awful play.
I mean, and part of that, and there lies the rub, because it's so bad that it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And maybe this is a good time to go to the clip so people can understand the length that you go to make it bad.
Okay, yes.
So if we could go to the clip.
Well, hello. Who are you?
I'm Walter Thrompins, the
Yeah,
Lord.
never mind. I actually don't care. Look at you all. Oh, the old high school book club. Give me a B. Give me an O. Give me an other O. Give me a K. What do we got? A book. And what are we gonna do? Read it. Go book club.
Kirk! They stood like a little team on the doorstep beneath the huge, massive, enormous door. Knock on it, Katie, said John. You knock on it, said Katie. Oh, you chickens, said Sue, and she reached out a trembling fist when suddenly
Literature. You know, it puts me in mind of what the great Gatsby said to Jane Eyre. No libraries, no progress. No progress, no gummy worms.
It will all be worth it
when we restore this library to its former glory.
Former glory.
Yes, before all the computers and technology and e-reading, I say bring back the Dewey Decimal System and good, clean, moral paper books.
Scrub, scrub, scrub your hands, wash the germs
What
away.
have we here?
What? What have we here?
It's an inky smudge. Just the type that would come from penning a vengeful note. Looks like a case of murder by the book.
That's excellent. You play so many different roles. It's funny. I mean, it's enjoyable. People should really go see the different roles and how you played.
Yeah, well, that's why I auditioned specifically for that character. I read over the script and I was like, oh wow, I could play so many things.
Mm-hmm.
This is like 8 roles in one.
Mm-hmm. So you mentioned earlier, and another tease I guess I would throw out to the audience is that a lot of local people are named in this play.
Yes.
There's
some
a lot of
family
name
names.
dropping.
Yeah, it's fun. We included like the Wild Goose players get named and some families, and yeah, so we tried to make it feel like
It feels like Bellows Falls. And I kept actually expecting, instead of, was it Twin Spruce or Two Spruces?
Yeah, Two Spruce.
That you would say Bellows Falls, because it feels so local. It feels
the
really
Two Spruce
good.
we kept, so that's a Louise Penny thing
Yeah.
where her Canadian town names,
Mhm.
and so we kept that one. But yeah, we have local references. We reference Fall Mountain. We reference local families, local organizations.
And what is the purpose? Why are we doing this play this weekend? What do you hope to gain from it?
Well, it's fun. The library,
true.
yeah. I mean, it's really just fun. It's fun for us. We hope the audiences have fun. It's a great way just to get the library out there, get people thinking good things about the library. It is a fundraiser for the library and for Main Street Arts. And yeah, mostly it's just
Yeah, it's sort of the antithesis of what your character talks about in the because your character always talks about, well, we really need to just focus on books and being in the library and reading books.
which are hilarious lines for me because I'm the one-on-one technical person.
I know.
at the
Now
library.
here you are doing
And
this
here I
play.
am. No more technology in libraries.
Yeah.
No, we want that.
Bizarre stance to
Right?
take.
Exactly. It's sort of fun because it's so antithesis of me.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
It really is. It's funny. The other thing that I noticed was I don't know even how to describe it, the internal references to librarians. That how obsessed they are with, like, I don't know who did, there was one person that did a thing that was talking about their childhood where they took their children's
yeah.
books
That would
and
be
they
Lucy the
pasted.
librarian.
Yeah.
Which is played by Heidi Larissella, who also plays the stage manager and is the stage manager. And yeah, actually, it was sort of fun for me as a librarian on staff to be able, in the cast, to be able to point out some of the librarian jokes, like, Storytime Smackdown. That is
that's
hilarious. But also, like why there were make and take crafts. That was very much a pandemic thing where we couldn't have people in the library, and that's when this was written. And so there's a lot of COVID references. But the make and take crafts on the desk, that's very specific to a very specific time period in libraries. But yeah, it was really fun. And then just to talk about, there's some great moments where she talks about being a library and how important libraries are. And it's, there's a lot of great
It really does
libraries
play
in
well
there.
with that. I mean, they bring you back into that whole idea that the library
libraries are
is
important.
they're important. They're the center of the community, and they really should be
Right.
appreciated.
Yeah, and we're responsive. I mean,
Yeah.
we are supported by the community, but we support the community. And so we're constantly trying to evaluate, what are the community needs? Where can we meet them where they are? We have town meeting coming up, and one of the things that we're planning with, so the library is part of this organization, the Greater Falls Family Partnership, with Parks Place, Greater Falls Connection, Springfield Area Parent-Child Center, Building Bright Futures, and sometimes the Supervisory Union joins us. And we're working on putting together a program for child care for town meetings, since we're moving into Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
What
yeah.
can we do to help parents get involved in our
Right,
community?
right.
And so this is something that we saw that we have a need for. And actually, this is going to be so Rotary supports for this organization, the Family Partnership. We do these big family meals. We've had pizza and a movie. We did Dino Man. And this would be another one of those events that Rotary would be supporting with us. But again, it's about what does the community need? And
Right.
so we're constantly trying to evaluate that. We're always looking for feedback and how can we evolve? And that's one of the fun things. Come January, I'll have worked there for about 25 years.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And it's not boring. Library land is constantly evolving. It's constantly changing. So, yeah, it's a really fun place to work, and I enjoy it.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, it shows so much in what the things you do and how you say it, and yeah, it's very nice, very
Yeah.
nice.
So it's fun to do a play like this, which is very much about how important libraries are, and let's support our libraries. And
it's interesting because it's also it's a I don't know, it's a return of Main Street arts to its roots too. 'Cause
Yes.
they really were they were really grounded in community theater and small productions, and they really have come back into that. And this is an amazing example
we have
of
an
that.
incredible chairperson in Susan Still, your grandmother,
Oh, yeah.
who has really steered Main Street Arts back towards this incredible community organization. They've got these senior lunches, a creative aging program, theater. This weekend is the Life Songs concert,
Yeah.
which it's happening right after our matinee. So you could have a whole afternoon at Main Street Arts on Sunday.
Sunday is going to be the day.
Yes.
Because you're doing your matinee at 2
2
o'clock, and I know
yep.
that's going to be you. Some people make light that old people like me don't like to drive at night, but that's really true. I mean, it's
is.
difficult to drive at night. We need more
I'm not a fan of
light,
it.
and.
Yeah.
And so we were planning on going to the 2 o'clock, but you can go to the 2 o'clock matinee for Murder by the Book. But then at 5 o'clock they're going to do the Life Songs concert, which was postponed because of technical difficulties before. And if you don't know what that is, it's they paired singer-songwriters with more elderly people and had them write a song that sort of honored that person's life, and they did an amazing job. And you should, if you get a chance to go, you should really go, because it's quite a quality thing, and emotional, to be honest.
Yeah, but to your point, yes, Main Street Arts is definitely coming back, and it's really exciting too. I'm also on the board for Main Street Arts.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible the amount of things they're doing, and like the depth of their programming now is really yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so for me, this is a fun project because it gets to support two organizations, so two of my favorite organizations.
That's true. So what are you working on? We were working on this, and you've worked on several other things. It sounds like you're planning on being an artist as a career?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's kind of a rough waters to ford, I guess you could say, in terms of going into the arts as a career. But yeah, that's a possibility. I like to do most artistic things, you know. Yeah, we got acting, but then also drawing, writing, so.
Really?
Yeah. So who knows where
Where the
things will
paths
will lead me.
Yeah. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
It seemed like, as I watched your performance last night, you were really enjoying it.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, I have a lot of fun up on the stage. It's a good place for me to be. I love to be up there. It's great.
And that's one of my goals as a director is we do a show, and however intense, whatever work we put in, at the end I want everyone to enjoy that they did it and to want to work with me again. So it's important to me that people are having fun and enjoying the process. And it's community theater, you know, we're all volunteers.
I know. But it's surprisingly, I don't want to say complex, but the plot is really, if you're not aware of if you lose the beginning, it gets difficult. It's just there's so many twists and turns and different characters coming out in different ways.
Right.
Yeah.
And they all have their motives and agendas. And,
Yeah, exactly.
Except for Danny. Your character is like the nicest one in the bunch.
He just wants to do his job.
Exactly.
Well, let's see. Where are we? We're moving along, but we still have a lot of time left.
Okay.
So, what would you like to talk about now?
Well,
I don't know. My birthday's on opening night. That's sort of cool.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm turning 20 on opening night.
Oh, cool.
That's good to know. I didn't know that.
Oh,
No, I think
now
I
there's
brought
going
it
to
up
have to
when
be.
we were scheduling, and I was like, "This is cool. I like this."
Okay.
This will be the second time actually that I've done a show on my birthday. Last time was like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, really awesome way to spend your birthday if you really like acting.
And that's opening night, huh?
Yeah.
That's even the most exciting night then too, because it's the high dive night, right?
Right, yeah, it'll be
Once you do opening night, it's the pressure's off a little bit, yeah. You don't think so?
I would like to think so, but no, not until we do strike, and then
Yeah.
and then it's over and we're good.
Yeah, honestly, I don't worry too much. I don't get much in the way of like anxiety or stage fright or whatever. I'm just like happy to be out there.
That's a good way to be.
But you did dress rehearsal last night, and it was. I thought it was. I know you know because I'm an audience member and it's the first time I was exposed to it. I didn't see a lot of warts or flaws.
Oh, good.
Everything flowed, and I just thought it went really well because it went right through without.
Yep, it's actually a shorter play than most. It's only a little bit over an hour, and we had
That's a
sort
good
of a
point,
fun
yeah.
opening. But I also have this incredible cast of people that I'm working with that I've worked with in other shows, and so they've just been.
They worked really well
They've
together.
worked
yes.
really well
They really,
together.
it's obvious that they've done a lot of things, and I guess I could talk a little bit. I was surprised at Sean because I'd seen him in some other stuff, and he plays almost the yuppie hippie.
Mr. Rogers, yeah. So his character, his outer character is very Mr. Rogers, and his play within the play character is a hippie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is different than what he usually plays, which he often plays very intense characters and.
Quite good.
Yeah, and for Main Street Arts, so they've been really supportive. And if you go to their website, they're expanding things. So, like, the facility can be rented. They encourage artists to come and use the facility. We have a gallery space now, which has a great, like, meeting room area.
Yeah.
So Main Street Arts is developing in a lot of interesting ways, too.
And there's sort of a double focus, a senior focus and a children's focus now. That's really quite good. I mean, the senior focus, they're doing a Tuesday lunch now every Tuesday that you can go to. But then sandwiched, good little pun there. Sandwiched with the lunch is some sort of workshop or creative aging workshop, and they're also doing. I would call it flexibility, but it's sort of and I can't remember the name of it now. It's a person's name.
Oh, is it Tai Chi?
No, it's not.
No. They have dance classes. They have,
Yeah, but anyway, it's Paris. I can't remember her. I'm losing it here. So anyway, they're doing
and
a
they
lot
have
of work.
a youth theater in the Time of Trolls. And that's going to be coming up soon.
Oh yeah, I think I'm going to help out with some of the costuming on that.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. That's great. Yeah, and the nice thing with Main Street Arts is that they're also networked. So, in going into this, I was told right away that if I needed costumes or special pieces, here are our resources. And Wild Goose was super helpful. David Stern let me raid their costume room for pieces. And so that was great. So what's great about this fundraiser is that it's cost us, outside of our time, very little for us to stage. And thanks to Main Street Arts, that's been fantastic. And so
we should remind people again, it's this week. It's the weekend.
It is this weekend. So
which
January
is
17th, 18th, and 19th. Friday and Saturday are at 7 p.m. Saturdays at 2 o'clock. Doors will open a half hour. There is no intermission, though, so when you walk in and see the concessions, if you decide a glass of wine in the afternoon would be nice, get it before the play.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yes, so no intermission, but there will be concessions.
And it's about an hour and 20 minutes.
It's a little over an hour, yeah. Just mostly because of what we added at the beginning, which is just sort of fun. We get to show up as ourselves, break the fourth wall a little bit.
Okay, well, I think that's it for this week. Anything else before we go? Is there any contact information, anything coming up?
So if you want to get tickets, I recommend, especially for the Sunday show, get them in advance. You can call Main Street Arts to reserve them. I don't have that phone number handy. Or you can go to mainstreetarts.org and you can buy tickets. And I see the screen is up now. There's a QR code. You can scan that. That'll take you to the page to buy tickets. And I hope we see you at the show.
Okay.
It's really
Good
pretty
luck.
fun. Thank you.
Break a leg, I guess is what
Break
we
all the
should
legs.
say.
Every leg.
And break every leg. All right. We'll see you next week, community. This is The Feed. Bye.
Local news, politics, business, sports, arts, music.